Their defensive replacement leads the way with 3 hits. The middle portion of the bullpen has become a shutdown as the back end. 2 of their expected offensive weapons are becoming exactly that. And 2 of their former starting players are about to return. What do the Pirates have here? Well, a team playing over 600 baseball and as deep and talented a team as they've had in a long while.
What a spectacular night for baseball in Pittsburgh. PNC Park, the place to be. Over the next 4 days, the Pirates will be hosting the defending World Series champion, San Francisco Giants, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs in the wild card game last October. We check out the standings. National League Central, Pirates trail the Cardinals by just 5. They're 4 up on the Cubs. And the Pirates own the top spot in the wild card race. They are essentially 7 games up on the Giants for the top spot, but San Francisco only 3 back of the Chicago Cubs. Greg Brown along with Bob Walken. Bob, tonight, Charlie Morton takes the hill for the Buccos. His last start was exceptional against the New York Mets. Got away from him a little bit late, gave up a couple of home runs later in the ball game, but he was really spectacular.
He really was. The command was outstanding of just about everything. He threw the sinker, the changeup, but it was a curveball that really had everybody buzzing after that ball game. I don't know if we've seen in a long time Charlie have the control of his curveball that he was showing there against the Mets. Just really painting with it. Could pitch to either side of the plate with that hook, and when he has that going along with his normal stuff, you just can't touch him.
Like a lot of teams, the San Francisco Giants are beat up. They have really their heart and soul out of the lineup. Got hurt again this past week. Take a look at the Allegheny Health Network injury update. We're talking about Hunter Pence. They do get Nori Aoki back. They made a trade today for a one-time Pirate Marlin Bird, but they're a different club without Hunter Pence on the lineup.
Yeah, Greg, you hit the nail on the head when you said every team is dealing with it. This is that time of year where everyone gets challenged with a key injury. Guys are getting tired, they're getting hurt, but Pence means so much to these Giants. I don't know what's going to happen if they have to play without him for really a long time. I don't know if they can make it without him.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight, the first of a 4-game series, as a couple of contenders clash here at PNC Park. It is the Pirates against the San Francisco Giants. Beautiful night for baseball. Coming up next.
On Root Sports is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota helps you get the most out of your drive. Just ask a friend who drives one. Toyota, let's go places. And by Barrel Automotive, we're driven to be better. Let's go Bucks.
Coming away from PNC Park for the first of the 4-game series. 7-game homestand continuing. The Pirates took 2 of 3 from the Diamondbacks. And the Pirates wearing their camo jerseys as they do every Thursday home game. Charlie Morton will take the hill. The San Francisco Giants got off to a bad start. They were struggling first week of July, but they have come on strong. Madison Bumgarner, of course, leading the way. We'll see him tomorrow night. Check out the starting lineup for Bruce Bochy's San Francisco Giants. And the lineup is brought to you by Honda. Gregor Blanco leads off. He'll be followed by Rookie of the Year candidate Matt Duffy, then Brandon Belt and Buster Posey. Brandon Crawford hits 5th. Nori Aoki just back after missing a week with a concussion issue. Kelby Tomlinson, the rookie second baseman, will be followed by rookie right fielder Ryan Lawless and then Jake Peavy. Bruce Bochy, a lot of people have him ticketed already for Cooperstown, what he has done in his career, both with the Padres and especially leading these San Francisco Giants. A very well respected Bruce Bochy, the 2-time National League Manager of the Year. And we check out the starting pitcher, Charlie Morton.
See Charlie's numbers on the year. Got off to a great start when he came off the disabled list. Racked up a nice little string of wins. Hit a bump in the road, but it looks like now he's really starting to get things back together, and the control has been there lately. And the bugaboo normally with Charlie is that first inning or so. So this is always big to try and get through the first inning, keep bad guys off the scoreboard.
He's 3-4 in his career against these Giants with a 2.84 ERA. His pitching coach Ray Searage standing next to Nick Leva. Morton's last start was exceptional through the first 6 innings against the New York Mets on Saturday night. That first inning he did give up a 1-out hit, but struck out a couple. First pitch strike to Gregor Blanco. Nearly perfect 78 degrees at game time. Couple of strikes on Blanco.
Start him off with a couple of high sinkers.
With 2 strikes, he waits for his defense to shift. Gong moves over to the right side of the infield. 3 pitches. A couple of sinkers and a breaking ball.
Beautiful thing, isn't it? When he gets that going. Great location for this pitch, too. 2-strike pitch coming in just a little below the knees.
A lot of strikeouts his last start, Bob, against those Mets. 6 1/3 innings, 9 punch-outs. Season high for him. Matt Duffy leads all rookies with that .305 batting average. Ball and a strike. Rivers Casino tips to win.
Oh, we've talked about the curveball for Charlie. It's just a great pitch for him when he has it going. The other team is really going to struggle and start a new streak. Pirates, even though they were able to win the game, they did get a home run first time in a long time. And that really was a valuable piece to the offense last year. The long ball meant a lot to this club. Need to start a new streak, get the home run going.
See if Alvarez or Polanco. Polanco calls for it. The Honda defense, Pedro Alvarez at first base with Neil Walker, his right side mate. Morales Ramirez and Jung Ho Gung on the left side. Starling Marte, Andrew McCutcheon, Gregory Polanco in the outfield. And Francisco Cervelli, he is back behind the plate. Talked to Clint Hurdle about that subject because people are wondering, wow, 15 innings Tuesday night. Caught all 15 and into Wednesday morning. Back behind the dish last night. There's a bouncer and a 1-2-3. Top of the first. 8 pitches for Charlie Morton. Buccos record 71-47. Season high 24 games over 500. The Toyota starting lineup: Gregory Polanco, Starling Marte, Andrew McCutchen. Aramis Ramirez hits cleanup. Jung Ho Kang will bat 5th. Then it's Neil Walker, Pedro Alvarez, Francisco Cervelli, and Charlie Morton. Facing the veteran, Jake Peavy.
Quick look at Jake's numbers this year. Nothing great, but just kind of the 4.18 ERA. Nothing really jumps out at you. He really is not the pitcher that he used to be. You know, back in the early years when he was with the Padres, really go out there and that electric type stuff, shut people down. Average fastball now is in the 80s, high 80s, 89 point something, but doesn't really have that stuff to where he can just go out there and.
So the defense, Brandon Crawford is one of the better shortstops in all of baseball. And he's got Matt Duffy on that side. Over on the other side, Kelby Tomlinson. He is at second base, the first baseman, Brandon Belt. In right field, Ryan Lawless. Out in center field, Gregor Blanco. And Nori Aoki is in left. Brandon Crawford back at PNC Park, where, of course, he did some damage. That wild card game, the Grand Slam off Edinson Volquez. One on Polanco. He's hit safely in 12 of his last 13 ball games. Hitting .342 in August.
A ray of sunshine right at home plate.
It's been a while since the Pirates have seen Jake Peavy. A couple years since he's made a start against the Buccos. All-time 5-2 in 8 starts. He's 3-0 here at PNC Park over the years. Peavy missed a couple of months, May and June, with the lower back and hip issue. Came off the DL July the 3rd. And Polanco offers for the strikeout.
Nowadays, it's kind of more about changing speeds and location. Even though the fastball is that one there, that particular fastball is right at a 90 mile an hour mark, which is very average, maybe probably below average nowadays. But when you put it in a good spot, and you get a chase, be a no contact and a strikeout.
.286 hitter now is Starling Marte.
Oh, one thing Peavy certainly is not just wasting a lot of time. Rapid fire mode. Get it back on the mound and looking in for the next sign.
33 years old. His longtime pitching coach, or the Giants' longtime pitching coach, Dave Righetti. Peavy acquired by the Giants deadline deal last summer. And he was part of that World Championship team. He really helped during the regular season. Down the stretch. Peavy, a 2.17 ERA after joining the San Francisco Giants. Parts of 8 seasons with the Padres. 15th round pick in 1999.
Over 2,000 strikeouts in his career.
Getzel. Marte hit by a pitch.
Now he's trying to place that fastball again. Its location with him now. He wanted to make that that ball right up on underneath the hands, and it just gets away a little bit. And Marte spins a little bit to get out of the way, but not really going backwards at all. Especially see with the Allegheny Health Network Super Bowl that the arm never really moves until after it gets hit.
Starling Marte once again. See that every year. He's in the top 10 and getting hit by pitches. He's second on the team, third in the league. Andrew McCutchen went 6 for 10 against the Giants when the Pirates swept the series at AT&T Park. Bucks went into San Francisco, swept the 3-game series June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So McCutchen at 296, 18 homers. He's tied for third in the RBI department. In his career against the Giants, a .310 average. Bucks have won 7 of the last 8 games played versus San Francisco, 13 of the last 18 regular season games. Fifth in on-base percentage in the league, 10th in slugging. A couple of, once again, MVP candidates this series, McCutchen and Buster Posey. Now you know where they got the little voodoo hand signals. Remember watching for years Dimitri Young of the Reds and the Washington Nationals. The Pirates taking a page out of the former outfielder, first baseman Dimitri Young. They confirmed that. Rumors for a while, but confirmed it on Twitter Tuesday with Robbie Smikowski. Fly ball to center field. Back is Blanco. And with just enough room, Marte will tag and move up into scoring position. He's there with 2 outs. Deep drive to center.
I thought for a moment there we were going to start rebuilding that streak. It got a little too high, and oh, look at his face. You know he didn't have it.
Ramos Ramirez.
And that'll only take a single anyway to get a run home. At least it was far enough to runner in the scoring position with speed.
Ramirez thought he had driven in Andrew McCutchen in the first inning last night against the Diamondbacks when he drove a ball deep to left. Ender Inciarte, the left fielder, made a great catch.
And then later on, he lined out to short with the bases, with the infield playing in on the grass. And he was really kind of hitting in some tough luck last night.
Numbers this season in these situations. Line drive foul. 0-2.
Took Ramos a little while, but he has gotten used to being back in the Pirate uniform.
Yeah, maybe pressing a little bit, even a veteran.
Could have been. He's really making great contact now for the last 2-3 weeks.
1-2 on Aramis Ramirez, batting .340 since August the 5th.
Really interesting guy to watch at the plate too, because he's smart, and you can tell that he always has some kind of a plan for each pitch, depending on what the scenario is, as far as going the other way or trying to drive a ball deep. He gets a guy at third and 1 out. You can just see him kind of commit to going the other way, try to lift that ball to the outfield.
Marte will take off for third. Stays 2-2 on Ramirez. Clint Hurdle and Bruce Bochy locked up once again.
Even though there's 2 outs, it's important for Marte to get over there. You never know when Ramos might get an infield hit.
Yeah. Have to check out those stats, see where he ranks among the league's lowest in infield hits. Toward right field, nearing the line, and it is a fair ball. And into second with a double. Aramis Ramirez, 1-0 Bucks.
That's just a hanging slider right down the middle. And that one deserved to be a 2-out RBI. Not a good pitch. Just watching Aramis, he gives the whatever you want to call that sign that they give after a hit, kind of low like.
No, he doesn't want to really show it off to anybody. Like, yeah,
kind of belt high.
Try to be stealthy about it. So
give one of these.
Yeah.
Help it a little bit. Lean. There it is.
And actually, he gets help by the fact that it bounced out of play to give him a double, because if Lawless takes that ball before it goes out of play, he's got a chance of getting Ramirez at second. Here's the low.
Yeah, top hand was up kind of good, but they kept the bottom hand kind of low. Kind of a nonchalant one, I thought. Very understated.
Look out, look out. Not many empty seats tonight.
Well, the good thing about that, it was so high.
Yeah.
That everybody had time to track it. launches this one. Look how high that one got. So that gives everybody an opportunity to move,
go for it,
get out of the way.
jump,
Well, but now, if you make that decision, well, now it's on you.
Oh, yeah.
If you try to catch it, it's on you. But you can make the choice to say, okay, I don't want any part of it. I can move and get out of the way.
What's Terry doing over there?
He's everywhere. Just materializes wherever there's action.
A superhero, super cameraman. One and two on Jung Ho Gong. He and Matt Duffy involved in discussion for Rookie of the Year. John Peterson, Chris Bryant, Randall Grichuk, to name some others. Peavy gets Gong, but after hitting Marte with one out, Aramis Ramirez drives in his 57th run. 1-0 Bucks.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by the Chevy Traverse and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Day Automotive. We're gonna make your day. Let's go Bucks!
Aramis Ramirez has been an RBI machine much of his career, and starting to see that now. 22 games with the Bucks, picks up his 15th RBI, an opposite field double. Hunter Pence went on the disabled list officially today. An oblique strain, third time he's gone on the disabled list this season. And the Giants, not a surprise, much better team with him in the lineup. Of course, he helped lead them to the World Series championship last year.
Obliques are so tough to really get a handle on. How long will it take? Different for everybody.
Buster Posey, fourth in the league in hitting, behind D. Gordon, Paul Goldschmidt, and Bryce Harper. About Hunter Pence and how important he is to the team. Look at the record with Pence in the lineup, winning at a .677 clip. Without him, they're under 500.
They need this to be not very serious. Getting back as soon as he's eligible.
They traded for Marlon Byrd today, gave up a pretty good arm, prospect arm. Byrd, according to Bruce Bochy, will be in the lineup tomorrow night in left field.
They're running out of time. They got to put on some kind of a big push here soon.
They're still thinking about the division, the National League West. The Dodgers haven't run away with it. They're only 2 back of the Dodgers.
Well, that's true.
The National League West.
The division is probably their best chance, to be honest with you.
breaking ball. It got away. Yeah, the division just 2 back of those Los Angeles Dodgers. And of course, still some head-to-head meetings.
Really, if you think about it, Greg, the other 2 divisions, the East and the West.
Yeah.
The options as far as how to get to the postseason is boiling down to whoever wins the thing.
Standings in the West, and they have still 7 games to be played against the Dodgers, including 4 at home the last week of September. The Dodgers are off tonight, as are the Cardinals, by the way.
Well, we could give them some help. We still have to go to LA.
Yeah. Dodgers will meet the Astros in an interleague series starting tomorrow night. And a double play possibility. 1 gone, throws for 2, and a smart play by Charlie Morton. He gets out of the way.
Absolutely. Just let that ball go, especially nowadays with all the shifts. Somebody is playing over the top to keep the ball out of center field all the time.
This time it's gone.
Get your glove out of the way. Let those guys handle the ball, and sometimes it'll be so easy they'll get you a couple outs.
And give you a chicken sandwich.
That's right.
Chick-fil-A double play. That's a good point, though, Bob. With all the shifting, it's even more imperative that they stay out of the way, right?
Yeah, it's almost to where, if they don't already, it's something you're going to have to kind of start teaching in the minor leagues. That, hey, you can't get involved on those ground balls back through the middle. If it's a bullet hit, well, then you're not going to really have time to make a decision about do I catch it or not anyway. And so then that's just going to be a pure reaction. Boom, you reach out and try to stab it. That's the one that might sneak through. But if it's hit, slowly enough, like this one was, to where you can actually make a decision. Oh no, pull the glove back and let it go. Well, that's when it's always going to get caught. If you have time to think about it, let it go. Unless it's wheel play.
Yeah.
There's nobody back there then.
Marichka Aoki off the disabled list today. 10 days ago, he was hit by a pitch on the batting helmet. A pitch from Jake Arrieta of the Cubs. Played the next day, but then was feeling a little dizziness. So Aoki placed on the DL. Full count. He's now 33 years old. A couple of seasons with the Brewers after starring in Japan. He was with the Royals last year. And always a tough man to strike out. Nori Aoki. He has struck out once in his last 110 plate appearances. Like I said, suits Charlie Morton. It kind of fits his game. Giants, a team that usually puts the ball in play. 7-pitch at bat. That didn't miss by a lot.
No, got a call there. Probably was a ball, but real close.
Kelly Tomlinson. He came up when Joe Panik was placed on the disabled list. Panik has been bothered by low back inflammation. They don't know when he will return. It's not imminent. Hoping maybe September. That's a big loss. Talk about Hunter Pence, Joe Panik. The bespectacled Kelby Tomlinson. Don't see that all that often. Any teammates of yours that you can recall?
Wore glasses?
Yeah.
A couple of guys would wear those like sport type goggle type glasses. But I mean, most everybody would wear contacts if they didn't wear the sport It was the third baseman of the Sabo staff.
Chris Sabo, yeah.
He kind of really
he brought those goggles into play, didn't he?
Yeah, into baseball a little bit, and then there were some other guys, other sports playing, especially basketball, but he kind of made him popular in baseball for a while there. You saw not a lot of those, but the guys that did wear glasses and chose not to wear contacts were some similar.
The last guy that wore just regular type glasses that I recall, Pirate, was John Wayner.
Well, I know he wears them on TV.
No, he wore them on occasion.
I didn't see
At least there's a baseball card.
Really, with glasses on.
Didn't you see that card recently? That somebody, I guess you weren't in the booth with
Did
us.
he look like this?
Kind of.
So I didn't wear glasses. I didn't have to do any reading out there.
Well, the runner goes, and on an 0-2 pitch, steals that again on Charlie Morton. That was a big-time topic of discussion that Clint Hurdle had with the entire rotation, that they had to do a better job containing the running game. Morton allowed one steal last time out.
It really wasn't a very good jump, to be honest with you. You could see that even though Morton had a nice big leg kick, there was no movement until he was well into it.
Gong will throw out the speedy Kelby Tomlinson. And one man left on base. 1-0 Buccos. A.J. Burnett turned around the direction of his career at the age of 38, reaching the pinnacle of the All-Star game and bypassing Hall of Famers on the all-time strikeout list. Journey across an emotional final season with a man they call Batman on Inside Pirates Baseball. A.J. Burnett, bat turn tomorrow after postgame on Root Sports. A.J. Burnett checked in with him yesterday, says feeling fantastic and very hopeful and optimistic that he will return. Maybe right around that 1st of September. We'll see.
Hard to imagine that he's not going to be back out there. I mean, he will do everything he can to, because this is his last year, to get back out on the mound in the month of September.
Walker's a .319 career hitter against Giants pitching. Walker, Alvarez, Cervelli, and the second against Jake Peavy. Aoki. We want to see your strongest fan photo. Use the hashtag #PitDataStrongFan. And you just might see yourself in an upcoming telecast. Brought to you by T-Mobile.
Saw the one you guys had yesterday. That was still pretty strong.
It was very strong.
It was odd, though. The Death Star was that close to the stadium,
Yes.
and I never saw it.
It was Tyler Graham's cousin, or brother, cousin Andrew, photoshopped that for PNC Park.
I had no idea. Well, that wasn't real.
The secret
You
away from
serious? That was
I'm
Photoshop?
sorry. No, it wasn't.
I thought for sure that was.
The Death Star hovered right over.
Yeah. Well, you know, it comes by like the blimp and stuff.
I take it you have seen Star Wars then. I worked with a guy last night who claimed he'd never seen Star Wars.
I have to admit I've seen the movie, yes.
Didn't have any idea. And by his Chewbacca impersonation, I believe him now.
No, I saw it in 1977, Spartanburg, South Carolina. It was A-ball.
Wow, you remember that?
Right.
How about that? Never saw it, that guy. But boy, he did a nice job, though. Kind of ad-libbing along the way, you know?
You know what's really odd about it is Steve has seen more movies.
Exactly. That's
than any man I've ever met.
Yep.
How he missed that one, I don't know.
Or those ones.
The series.
Yep. He missed the series. Passed him by. Every other movie. Fly ball just got under that one. Alvarez is out number 2.
That used to be Steve's way of deciding whether it was going to be a good road trip or a bad road trip. Did they have theaters nearby?
Yep.
That's what he would do during the day. Kill time before going to the ballpark.
Francisco Cervelli, Bob, we were talking about that, the top half of the first inning, that he's back out there again tonight. And Clint Hurdle said, you know, we've done a good job monitoring him, because we asked about him playing yesterday after the 15 innings on Tuesday. He said we gave him a day off while Pirates were in New York. There was a day off recently, a team scheduled day off. He said probably play him tomorrow, and then Saturday, a likely day off Saturday afternoon. And that will coincide with Garrett Cole back on the hill. So Cole will be teamed up on Saturday once again with Chris Stewart. Buster Posey, when he takes off time behind the plate, he's usually at first base. A little flare, and that's going to drop in for another hit. Cervelli has 8 hits in his last 17 at bats. He is 9th in the league in hitting.
He's really in competition with Posey for that Silver Slugger for next year. He's ahead of him now. The batting race.
Buster Posey just a little bit ahead of Cervelli.
Oh, is he? Now, how does that work, Rick? The hits that Posey gets as a first baseman, do those count toward the Silver Slugger for a catcher?
It shouldn't.
Or do they take those away?
I mean, you would think they'd take it away, right?
Yeah, you would think so. I don't know if they bother with that or not.
Well, stands to reason they sure should, right?
Yeah.
Morton. 4-6 put out Tomlinson to Crawford. 1-0 Pirates through 2.
inning number 3, 1-0. I'm Robbie. It's Mikowski. Tonight after the ball game, the Pirates will host their 3rd annual Faith Night here at PNC Park, where Pirates players and coaches will share their experiences with the fans. And earlier, Neil Walker discussed why Faith Night is important to him.
On Saturdays and Sundays, we have our own kind of devotional periods, but it's still, you never really feel like it's enough. So for us to kind of take some time after a game and really focus on our faith is something that's important to a lot of us.
It's going to be Neil Walker, Mark Melanson, Jared Hughes, and also Andrew McCutcheon taking part in Faith Night. And also our producer Craig McConnell at Root Sports has put together an in-depth feature that will air in the future here on Root Sports. So good Faith Night, 3rd time they're having it here. Should be a big turnout, Greg.
Always is, Robbie. That has taken place in other ballparks around the country as well. And McCutcheon talked about it. Point Park University tweet. I look forward to seeing you guys at the game, but more importantly after the game at Faith Night. Ground ball just past Pedro Alvarez. Ryan Lawless with his 11th at bat picks up his 2nd hit, a ground single past first. On Faith Night, wouldn't it stand to reason that a praying mantis would be hanging out? This is before the game.
During the anthem, wasn't it?
That's climbing up Juan Perez. Ends up grabbing it. And later, I think it's on the cap there of A-Ray Adrianza.
You want to keep those things in a good mood. You ever see him slice another bug right in half?
I know you're serious about this, but you tell me now that you do have to. They will bite you.
Yeah, well,
right?
I think if they're in a bad mood.
Oh yeah, they're in a bad mood. Cervelli will throw to second and a double play.
Beautifully done. Ball right in front of home plate. Cervelli, really quick decision. Before he even picks the ball up, he knows if he gets it clean, he's got a double play. Uh-oh.
Bruce Bochy is going way to second.
Well, this is going to have to maybe go to the...
Is it going to be just a foul ball?
Go to the video.
Did it hit the ball bat twice?
Yeah, it sure looked like it did. Double tap.
Well, if the other umpires didn't see that, that's not easy to see, Bob, from Phil Cuzzi and Tony Randazzo.
The bat goes, the ball on its way straight back up changes direction. Yeah. You could see that. And if they saw the ball that was bouncing up suddenly go forward, then it's a foul ball.
Wow.
Sharp eyes out there somewhere.
Well, here comes Clint Hurdle for an explanation.
Well, it still was a nice play by Cervelli.
It's a big play because it goes from 2 outs, nobody on, to just a foul ball.
You want to handle those praying mantis gingerly. You grab a hold of them, make them mad. That beak will be on. It's a pretty good pinch.
Why'd you make them mad?
I wasn't trying to make him mad. He was in a bad mood, apparently, the one I picked up to begin with.
So how you pick them up or hold them doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, I think you notice how
if they're in a bad mood, they'll bite you.
Well, I think you have to have it like just kind of sitting on you like a tarantula.
Okay, all right.
You don't want to like grab a hold of them.
Another bunt foul.
You wouldn't grab a tarantula, would you? Just let it
crawl on you. Absolutely, just have let it crawl on you. And stay steady, by the way. Because they get in bad moods if you start to move it all. Don't tremble. Just be calm.
Same thing with the praying mantis. Just let it go where it wants to go.
Yep.
They'll walk around. They won't harm anything as long as you're not a bug.
And that's bunted foul for a strikeout.
Well, it's not a double play, but there's still nobody at second.
Well, the strikeout, the second of the night. Charlie Morton. Igor Blanco struck out to lead off the ball game. Ryan Lawless over at first. Lawless playing in his 5th big league game. Ball 1 on Blanco, a 31-year-old veteran in his 4th season with the Giants. Lawless, meanwhile, they're trying to bring some players up because of injuries. He replaced Nori Aoki when Aoki was placed on the 7-day DL for the concussion. Aoki back, and now Hunter Pence on the DL today.
Somebody will be leaving tomorrow
when Marlon Byrd arrives. Chopper towards second. 1 and no. Tough to double up Blanco.
Yeah, I think they might have.
That was not a double play ball, but yeah, they almost.
That's a great effort.
You think if he holds on?
I think they might have got a call here. We'll see it here for sure. But Gong has really impressed me with his quickness getting that ball out of his glove. Nah, I think it would have been safe. Cervelli with a good block, kept that curveball in front. Blanco cannot move into scoring position.
Matt Duffy fouled out to the right fielder Polanco, his first at bat. Line drive, base hit. Matt Duffy. Liner to left.
That ball kind of coming down and in, just dropped the head of the bat to it. It was an important block Cervelli had on the curveball.
Belt bounce to Jung Ho Kang in the first. Seven home runs this month for Brandon Belt, tied for most in the National League. 17 for the season. We're talking about Rookie of the Year possibilities, and these players stand out coming into tonight's action. See the OPS leaders,
good race.
Average, yeah.
Jung Ho getting the playing time over the last month or so has really moved himself into that picture in a big way.
Some wondered, I guess, what was going to happen when they let Pablo Sandoval go. Boston signed him. Boy, that missed a beat with Matt Duffy. Oh, he strikes out Brandon Belt.
That might be the best hook of the night. That one had a very sharp movement.
here at PNC Park. Another tremendous crowd. We get to our Barrel Automotive League leaders stat, and this is an interesting one. You look at what the Pirates have done against teams from outside the Central Division, and it's the best record versus non-divisional opponents in a season since 1969. Look at those other clubs. The 2001 Mariners, the 98 Yankees, the 69 Orioles, the 2004 Cardinals. The Pirates had 50-18 against the National League West and the National League East. Clint Hurdle was asked about the Pirates' strong record against the West. Now 16-3. And he said, yeah, look at that number. And I go, wow. And then I look at the National League Central Division record that we have, and I go, wow. A strike on Gregory Polanco. Polanco struck out his first time up.
Sorry, Greg. See what was on me?
A grasshopper?
Yeah, I thought it was a praying mantis. It was like crawling on my head. At the same time, I was looking up to praying mantis bite. How can that stuff happen?
Well, because you're testing the praying mantis gods.
Oh, all these bugs, why do they come here?
And you were saying it didn't matter as long as you were gentle with them. You kept your palm out. You got them in a good mood. I mean, what you're all worried about?
As long as there's no spiders here.
As long as that grasshopper doesn't spit any Chewbacca on you.
Maybe it was a grasshopper that bit my.
Aha.
Them real big ones?
Yeah.
What do they call those things?
Big grasshoppers. This is what we're looking at here. Yikes. Whoa, what was that?
Should we catch the phone?
Yeah, what a great catch, but whoa. He got all mad. He got mad at Zach. Like, why'd you put that grasshopper on me? Like Zach had anything to do with it.
So when you were talking,
yeah,
that's why I
noticed
didn't hear
that you were not. Yeah, I know, see that.
Yeah,
I know that anyway.
I was being attacked.
Yeah, attacked. The attack of the grasshopper.
Oh, how about we save the phone?
You did. Great job. How about that replay? I want to see that on the Super Help Network Super Mode. I'd say that's a heck of a play by Tomlinson to make that even close. He went the wrong way initially.
Yep.
On a slow ground ball, and to make that as close as it was, it's an infield hit for Polanco, but great try by Tomlinson.
Tomlinson not happy with himself, probably because of that break. I mean, look at that. What happened?
Peavy goes all A.J. Burnett on Tomlinson.
Yeah, Peavy threw his hands in the air like, what are you doing? Next time Peavy throws a double, Tomlinson needs to throw his arms in the air.
That's exactly right. Checks, nope. Toby Basner, the home plate umpire, said he offered. Marte says, well, at least check with the first base umpire on that. It's Phil Cuzzy over there.
Grasshopper down his shirt.
Yeah.
That's something we never got this summer. Is one of those big hatches on the river where you had the mayflies all over the place. We used to have that once a year.
You're right. A little broken bat, bouncer. Crawford, what a play! What a play by Brandon Crawford. Man. Robs Marte of a hit, gets an out of it.
That was pretty incredible. They even tried to get two out of it. Not going to get Marte.
Man.
Beautifully done.
After the Allegheny Health Network Super Bowl, that ball's behind him. best infield defenses in the league when Panic was in there. It looks like Tomlinson, pretty strong defense.
As long as he goes the right way.
Yeah. Crawford is soon to be officially brother-in-law Garrett Cole, who got engaged to Brandon's sister this summer. Cutchin sent Gregor Blanco, the center fielder, back to the wall, his first at bat. Peavy's career ERA against Pittsburgh is .252. It's the second lowest against the Pirates among any active pitcher in baseball. Bartolo Colon, who just faced the Pirates last road trip in New York, has a .188 ERA for the lowest among active pitchers versus Pittsburgh. Again to center field, but this time Blanco doesn't have to move much. Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Pirates and Giants starts at 4:05. Festivities start on Federal Street. The block party before the game with live entertainment, food, and games. Plus, the first 20,000 fans who come into the ballpark get a W.B. Mason collectible truck. And don't forget, every fan's always a winner on an Eaton Park Scratch and Win Saturday. For tickets, go to Pirates.com. The Bucks, the Giants in Game 3 of the 4-game series, 4:05 Saturday. Don't forget the Sunday night game, nationally televised. Garrett Cole will pitch that game on Saturday. Blind foul. Morales Ramirez had a similar ball, line foul, his first at bat against Jake Peavy before later in the AB hitting a double down the right field line to score the game's only run to this point. Jake Peavy, the 2007 Cy Young Award winner. Another hard hit ball toward the end of the dugout.
Looks like Robbie has plenty of stuff to hide behind there.
Not that he's looking for anything to hide behind.
But he'll take it. On that one, maybe.
Yeah.
There he is, see?
Yep.
We see you, Robbie.
Plenty of protection right here.
Yep.
I'm good to go. I got a couple cameras. I got the photographer's glass right here. We're in good shape.
One and two, you'll hear Peavy grunt almost every pitch. He's done that throughout his career. Max effort, it seems, from Jake Peavy, Mobile, Alabama native. Traded to the White Sox in July of '09, to Boston 2 years ago. There goes Marte. And stolen base for Starling Marte. Posey's done a tremendous job this year throwing out runners, but Marte swipes his 23rd bag.
Now, Marte's a very good base stealer. And when he goes on a breaking ball, you're not going to throw him out very often. A little slider down and away. Contest. Need that 2-out RBI hit.
39% of the runners have been thrown out by Posey this year. Ramirez with 13 RBIs his last 13 games. Just missing.
Can Ramos get him again?
Was the 7th pitch of the at bat.
Might have been his best fastball of the night, velocity wise. Got that one up there at 92.
56 innings, 41 strikeouts. He's walked 16. Dave Righetti looks on. Stays 3-2. Another battle between Peavy and Ramos Ramirez.
Well, the last time he was up there in this situation, he was battling a similar thing. He got a hanging slider and he kind of fought it off, dumped it down the line for the ground roll double. So this time, Peavy goes right after him with a couple of his better velocity-wise fastballs of the night. Now what's he do?
Walks him. Great AB, 9 pitches. First walk for Peavy. Now Jung Ho Kang will see Jake Peavy for a second time.
It's like a boat race.
Don't see that too often, do you? Young struck out in the first.
Who will win this race, Greg?
I think the Queen.
Any idea?
Queen's going to beat the Duchess. (0-1) on Jung Ho Kang. 41 RBIs on the year. It's hit hard to right field and over the head of Wallace. A double for Kang, and Ramirez into third with a double. In the third after the double by Kang to make it 2-0. Marte scores.
Can you hit one harder than that? A laser. Greg, anybody that is seeing Jung Ho for the first time, you know, these as you move around, like for instance, we're going to be going to Miami here in a couple of days. They have to be so impressed with his skills, the way he plays the game, and that bat speed he has more than anything else. He has some of the hardest line drives that we've seen all year, night after night.
No question. 20 doubles. Marte reached on the fielder's choice, robbed of a hit, but scores. It's hit hard, but boy, picked by Belt. Neil Walker smokes it to first. Pirates get another run. Gone. Drives in Marte. Ground ball outs most nights, and we take a look at the first inning, Bob, the shift on Brandon Belt.
Well, you see that Belt really has a ton of ground balls into that severe pull hole, and so you really want to get that second baseman over there on him quite a bit. You look at Crawford, he's kind of all over the place, although he does have that same little cluster, but it's to the right side there, and you know, that's a place to where when there's nobody on, you can definitely put your second baseman standing right there. But that's what you're looking for. Like that last one there, you can see all those ground balls going in that hole just to the right of the first baseman. When you see that, that's the perfect candidate to really overplay on defense with.
Leyva goes over those charts, talks to the infielders before the game about how they want to shift each hitter. Crawford on deck, and the first pitch is popped up on the right side. Neil Walker retires Buster Posey. Start the fourth inning. One pitch. Once again, Brandon Crawford's spray chart.
Yeah, see how thick that is right there? Look at all those. I mean, that definitely tells you that that's where you got to put somebody.
See Gong moving over there.
Right there, Walker could probably even move a little bit to his right, even a little further than it was. So it can cover up that hole, because there is a huge cluster going right through there. But that's what what everybody looks at nowadays, and you know, you see that, you think, well, why should we just play, you know, two guys on that side of the infield, two guys on this side of the infield, when 75% of the balls that he hits on the ground are over here? So you start moving guys over. Now sometimes, you know, these spray charts were made, you know, in different situations, different game scenarios, and the hitters will change a little bit according to the game scenario.
Walker doesn't see it. Polanco does.
Came a long way, no problem. The ball was hit very high. But that's another thing that I'm sure that the Pirates, for instance, will take into consideration. You know, what is somebody doing when they're behind by, say, 4 runs later in a game, when they're leading off with nobody on base? They might try and take a single and try to hit the ball the other way. See Walker asking for help.
Aoki, this will be a quick inning, and Marte battling the lights. How about 5 pitches? And 3 balls in the air. 2-0 Pirates. Night rocks tomorrow when the Bucks host the Giants.
On the North Shore where the flags fly high and all around the burg with a glass to the sky.
Get a dose of the local music scene as we highlight bands from around the burg throughout our entire Pirates broadcast. Turn up the volume. Check it out tomorrow when the Bucks take on the Giants on Root Sports. Walker, Eric Cole having some fun with Walker because he couldn't see that ball.
It's that time of night. It hasn't gotten to where the sky is that dark black to where the ball really stands out. It's the kind of the grayish blue that's going to last for probably another half inning or so. And anything hit in the air, you could lose it and need that help. By the Greg, in between innings, I was looking up the Manta stuff. There you can see that sky, and you can lose the ball in. And it says here that they will bite if you hold it and annoy it. See, when they're in a bad mood, just like I was saying. But it also says it can't hurt you unless you have very thin skin, which means that it certainly couldn't hurt Rock. An average adult would only feel a pinch without any other ill effect. There we go.
That's the mantis, not the grasshopper.
That's the mantis, yes. They will bite, but you have to kind of hold them in a rough way, and it'll feel just like a pinch. That's what I was reading, by the way, when the grasshopper landed on my head. So it was
eerie.
Oh, it was a perfect storm. All these things happening to me at one time.
Don't know how you do it.
Neither do I. I'm sure we'll see that replay again over the course of the year.
What? What's that? Of you?
The grasshopper attacking me.
No, come on. In case you missed it,
there's a grasshopper.
Between innings.
Crawling up. I'm reading about the minutes.
Yikes.
Oh, and look at me save the phone.
That was the key.
Now I'm looking for I'm looking to see what was that. And you were annoyed at me because I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
Now, do I ever get annoyed at you for that? That happens all the time.
That time you did.
No, I got annoyed at you because you almost dropped your phone. It's the only reason I got annoyed at you.
All right.
Your company provided you that, and I didn't want you to break it. I didn't want Mr. Garda to be angry at you. Strike 3 called on Alvarez. Number 3 for Jake Peavy.
A little more. Backdoor breaking ball. Just kind of nipped in just in time to catch the corner. Up to 309 now with the batting average. Maybe the most fun player on the team to watch him. Just you love watching him take pitches. Like there, he just held the bat real high.
The most enjoyable part is when he gets a pitch just a little bit off the plate inside. The Cervelli spin.
And I like the way he eyeballs the pitcher too, just right there at the end. Let's see the way he rubbed the end of the bat.
Yep.
Looked at his hand. Look at the look at the pitcher.
Look at this.
Puts the hand out for balance. Watch the free hand go out for balance now. Then gets in a sword fight with the ball.
Yep. Third baseman Duffy. Broken bat ground out. Cervelli 1 for 2. As he grounds to third, and bring up Charlie Morton. Taking his time so that Morton can take his time. Big time birthday day today. We've got a lot of Pirate fans watching. Esther Woods, 96 today. Lois Pletcher of Hopwood, happy birthday wish. Still 0-2. Big happy birthday to Dolly Briggs and Betty Capalbo. One ball, 2 strikes. You know when you bring a sign that has root on it,
you gotta have the,
you're going to get on.
Indentation for the pennant.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Down on strikes and a 1-2-3 inning, the first for Jake Peavy tonight. That's his 4th day. Pirates are leading at 2-zip. Things off. Bottom third of the batting order in the 5th against Charlie Morton. Talking about one of the few bespectacled position players these days, and we knew that John Winter wore the glasses, but that was in his minor league days playing Double-A ball for the Carolina Mudcats. And thanks to that tweet, I think it was Bob Beal, one of the more famous pitchers who wore the glasses. Bill Verdon.
It seems like
that used to wear glasses.
More pitchers really wore glasses
right.
than the everyday players.
Remember Vance Law,
Vance Worley.
Pirates had Kyle Farnsworth not too long ago. Wore the glasses. Mario Mendoza used to wear those glasses, the former Pirate shortstop. Boy, how about the efficiency here? Charlie Morton. There's another 1-pitch, 1 out.
Well, see, that's the thing I think that really comes with Charlie when he's throwing the ball over the plate, putting it where he wants to. You get a lot of these guys get the ball put in play, and it's always on the ground. And even when they find base hits, sometimes the ball gets to the infield here and there, he can still be very efficient because the next guy, a very good chance of hitting another ground ball, and then the double play is always there, which is always a big plus when you talk efficiency, getting 2 outs at 1 pitch.
One pitch, 1 out, and then falls behind Lawless, 3-0. A single to start the 3rd. Pirates drafted Lawless, 20th round back in 2005. Did not sign, went on to play college ball at Missouri. 37th round pick by the Giants in 2009, and he draws the 1-out walk. First base coach Bill Hayes with Ryan Lawless. And now Peavy, who nearly butted into a double play and then eventually bunted with 2 strikes, fouled it off for a strikeout.
Should be obviously trying to do it again here.
Runner going.
Hit and run, and Cervelli couldn't get the ball out of his glove. See the Giants trying to cross the Pirates up with the hit and run, but for whatever reason, Cervelli couldn't find the handle.
First career steal for Ryan Lawless. Another look at Cervelli. A little trouble getting the grip.
Yeah, you could really see it there. It was way out in his fingertips. He almost dropped it.
Oh, nice toss there on the strikeout. The 4th for Morton. Second time he's gotten Peavy.
You know, Greg, you made a great point the other day in a similar situation with whoever it was a very poor hitting pitcher. And there's somebody very fast on deck, leadoff guy. Why not go ahead and bunt, even though there is 1 out?
Right.
Get the guy to 3rd, because there's the guy that's on deck has that speed to where he gets a significant amount of infield hits. Yeah. Now, I don't know with Peavy, he's a pretty good hitter, decent hitter anyway. I don't know if that is that situation was called for there, but it made me think. I wonder why most or more managers don't do that with their poor hitting pitchers. Say, hey, go ahead, get the guy to 3rd. You know, if you have somebody, I can't remember now who was hitting leadoff. It might have, I don't know if it was us or the other team you were talking about, but that really is a something to think about. With Polanco for sure.
Polanco, share of infield hits. Marte. Oh, 2 on Blanco. Blanco struck out in the 1st and bounced to Neil Walker his last time up. It's Ryan Lawless at 2nd. The Giants have the top hitting team in the National League. Team batting average of .270. They have the most hits in the league, most doubles. They're 2nd in on base, 3rd in slugging. The 2nd fewest strikeouts in the National League. Matt Duffy, a rookie on deck, and a big part of the offense. And of course, Brandon Belt. Buster Posey. Struck him out looking. 5th K for Charlie Morton.
Hotel tonight in Pittsburgh, which really isn't something we would normally discuss here, right? Well, there was an issue with this back in Los Angeles in June. You see, the 3-time World Series winning manager was left behind by the team bus at Dodger Stadium. The bus just left him. It's that simple. Now, we've heard many stories of players being left behind, but the manager, now that's a brand new one. Now, Southern California native Brandon Crawford actually drove past him and offered Bochy a ride. But Crawford was not staying at the team hotel. He was staying at home, and Bochy didn't want him going out of his way. So $20, and 35 minutes later, the skipper was back at his room. But leaving behind at your rival's ballpark, now, come on, Greg, Bob, that's some reward for everything he's done for that franchise. The bus left him.
It'll never happen again. Surprised it happened once.
Now, does he take the bus every night? Or does he very seldom take the bus? That would be my first question in a scenario like that. Because if he took the bus every night, then he doesn't just get forgotten. Right?
Correct. He does not get forgotten. Bruce Bochy, one thing we do know, you cannot forget, and Robbie talked about it, 3-time world champion, as Aoki will make the catch off of Polanco's bat, one away, but only 10 managers in history have won 3 or more World Series titles. Miller, Huggins, John McGraw, Sparky Anderson, Tony La Russa, and Bruce Bochy all with 3. Walter Alston and Joe Torre won 5. Connie Mack, Torre and Alston won 4. Connie Mack won 5. Casey Stengel and Joe McCarthy with 7 World Series titles.
Well, my guess is they'll send a car for him for his Hall of Fame speech. I think.
Yes. A limo will be there for him.
I won't have to worry about the bus.
And this time, Crawford, no shot at robbing Marte of a hit.
Been a few those hanging sliders tonight. Not a ton of them, but I mean, there's been a few, and they've ended up being base hits quite a bit. See if we can just keep adding on. Some nights you just have to build one of those picket fences.
Yep.
Throw up a bunch of ones up there.
Wallace makes the catch. 2 outs. Join the Pirates and Pirates Charities. Stand Up to Cancer at PNC Park tomorrow. Pirates Giants 7:05. Stop by Federal Street. Sign the Stand Up to Cancer banner and check out the raffle items. Plus, all fans will get a Stand Up to Cancer cheer card to support a loved one affected by cancer. For more information, go to pirates.com/SU2C. Marte stole second in the third. And eventually led to the second run. .23 steals for Starling Marte. Ramirez, remember, had the 9-pitch at bat in the third inning. And a fly ball toward Lawless in right center. A 6-pitch, bottom of the 5th.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Allegheny Health Network. Health for all. By Kenny Ross. Just ask a neighbor. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier of the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go, Bucks!
Another fabulous, spectacular shot. Looking from the Roberto Clemente Bridge into PNC Park. And familiar shot.
Greg, what happens if they cut through the grass there?
They're disqualified. Yes. I think Potato Pete was once disqualified for doing
That's the guy I'm thinking you got to keep an eye on, Potato Pete.
Yep.
I think he will cut the grass.
Yep.
Just occasionally. Anything to get an edge.
Doesn't help him. He never wins.
Got to keep an eye on him. For several eyes, he's a potato.
Yeah. Matt Duffy has fouled out and singled. One of 3 hits against Morton.
Be interesting to see what happens once you get through this inning. You've got your 6, you're throwing a shutout. Morton has had a couple of games this year where he has really dominated and then given up a couple of quick home runs. How far will they let him go?
Well, it certainly happened his last start, dominating the Mets. That's just foul.
Where was that? It happened on the road. Was it Kansas City?
Well, first of all, last Saturday he was leading 3-0 going into the 7th inning. He was working on a 2-hit shutout. Juan Uribe homered. Then he struck out the next batter, Kelly Johnson. Travis d'Arnaud reached on an error. And the next batter, Michael Conforto, homered to tie it.
Curveball. What a pitch.
One away.
Yeah, Charlie's probably getting known as much for that curveball as he is the sinker now. It's become such an important pitch for him. Oh, look at that. When you can start somebody off with strike one with that pitch, that really puts you in the driver's seat now for the at bat.
Ball and a strike on Belt. And going back to your point, Bob, about that game in Kansas City, Morton gave up a 4th inning home run to Eric Hosmer. That tied the game at 1, but he was just brilliant through 6 innings, giving up just that 1 run until a 4-run 7th inning. Last night, what a performance by Jay Happ. 6 innings of 2-hit shutout ball. Clint Hurdle got him out of there. Jeff Locke, he says he's going to watch him.
Does it seem to you, Greg, that Happ, everybody has ideas of what guys are like, but for me, much better fastball velocity ways than I thought he possessed. Thinking back, especially when he was with the Astros, I mean, he really pops the ball now, even through a couple at 95, which really got my attention. But I mean, he really was pitching 92, 93 the entire night.
The first start was kind of like what we thought of happened. Maybe there was just something, I don't know, mechanical or
well,
there's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks.
That curveball again. But remember, but then he got skipped after that.
That's right.
So now he's got extra time. And sometimes, especially in the month of August, a little extra time, a few extra days will really refresh you. And perhaps that's what has happened with Happ. This is a refreshing hook.
This is 4 straight strikeouts now for Charlie Morton and 7 on the night. The professor, the doctor, Ray Searage, the mechanic, Mr. Fix-It,
technician,
the technician. One hopper
to the bat rack.
1, 2, 3, 6 shutout innings for Charlie. Move to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to check out our day automotive this day in Pirates history. August 20th, 2003, a video flashback. Pirates put up 10 in the 5th inning against the Cardinals, including hitting a team record tying 4 homers, 2 of them by Reggie Sanders. Bucks had a total of 6, beat the Cardinals 14-0 at Busch Stadium. The big smile from Reggie Sanders. Jeff D'Amico went the distance, a 3-hitter. Clear night in Pittsburgh, 78 degrees at game time. Wow.
14 hours, that's a long flight.
Jung Ho Kang, a long trip from Korea to the States.
That might be 14 hours.
Yeah. RBI double in the 3rd inning. Ball to strike. 85 pitches for Peavy, just 6 in the 5th inning. Base hit the other way to start the bottom of the 6th. Second time tonight the Pirates have gotten their leadoff man on. Loving it. Jung Ho Kang's 2nd hit.
He is really good at shooting that ball to right field with authority. Again, the ball's hit the other way, but he doesn't just flare them over there like a lot of guys. That is not a fillet of fish.
No.
That was a bullet hit to right.
Walker hit a one-hop bullet to Brandon Belt that ended the 3rd inning. Jim Cott is here doing the game with Bob Costas on the MLB Network, and he stopped in the booth before the game to reminisce his time in the big leagues under Chuck Tanner with the White Sox and spring training against Steve Blass. And he mentioned July 1st, 1975, when a pitcher for the Detroit Tigers beat him when he was pitching for the White Sox. It was Tom Walker, Neil's dad, and he and Jim Cott, who's on the left there with Bob Costas there in the middle, and 1 hour and 38 minutes. He says anytime he sees Neil Walker, he makes sure he mentions that his dad outdueled him that day.
That's one of the things that you just don't see anymore. Games are like that. I mean, it's just impossible to have an hour-and-a-half game. And that's kind of really that was Cott's style. I mean, maybe not his whole career, but especially toward the end, is get it, throw it, get it, throw it. He even abbreviated his windup to where basically all it was a step and throw.
Fun to watch him.
Yeah. Remember Larry McWilliams? He went to that later in his career, and it really jump-started him.
He was talking about how Johnny Cueto, they say, some wonder whether that's legal, and he said, well, heck, the way I pitched, kind of went through that motion.
It's a windup. What's not legal?
He was an outstanding fielding pitcher, Gold Glover. Jake Peavy became just the 3rd White Sox pitcher to earn the Gold Glove, joining Mark Burley and Jim Cott when he pitched for the White Sox. Parts of 5 seasons.
Johnny Saint might have had something to do with that delivery of Cott's, yes. I believe that he also influenced McWilliams to do that, something similar.
Here goes the runner from first, and a drive to right. Way back. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Neil Walker's 13th.
mentioned earlier, Greg, that bullet that he hit down at first, he just didn't get underneath it to get it up and out of here. Not much doubt about this one. Not very far to that Clemente wall. You hit it on this trajectory, it's going to go. Makes a better game out of it, huh?
13th home run for Walker. 4-0 ball game. Check swing bouncer. Off balance throw and safe at first. Well, they're looking toward the Giants dugout right now. Matt Duffy looked like he was going to rob Alvarez.
It was a fine play, whether it was an out call or not. It really did do a real good job of getting this to first base on line. Watch where Belt's foot is on the bag. I don't know if we can see it. If he was on the home plate corner instead of the back corner, they might have got the call. You know, I mean, that's just a few inches, but that's what was the difference there, a few inches.
They are going to challenge it. Gentlemen caught the home run ball hit by Neil Walker to give the Pirates the 4-0 lead.
Nice catch. There it is. You see where his foot is, Greg?
Yeah.
Why is he in the front corner?
That's a great point.
And look how close the call is. I mean, if he's on the front corner, his glove is another 6-7 inches closer to the baseball. And so the ball is hitting his glove just a split second sooner. And that was the difference there, is a split second. I don't know what they're going to call, but I think as a first baseman, you want to be on the part of the back that's the closest to where the throw's coming from.
JPB watches the replay. Crew chief Jerry Davis, the man that made the call, Phil Cuzzy. Davis on your right, Phil Cuzzy on your left. On the headsets with some umpires in New York. Pedro Alvarez either has an infield single or he's going to be 0 for 3. Fine play by Matt Duffy. And a check swing by Alvarez. Duffy basically the only man on that left side of the infield. Well, guess here is that there's no way there's enough evidence to overturn it, but
I've said that I think 3 times in the last maybe week, and probably 2 of those 3 I've been wrong. Who knows what they're going to do. One thing there won't be is won't be an argument.
Those days are gone for the most part.
Yeah, you won't see the manager with a hat turned around. And part of baseball that
kicking dirt
is over now.
Picking up first base, marching off with it. This delay now is at, no matter what they say, let's get 3 minutes. He is out. So, challenge works.
So, Greg, you were wrong.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. The home run for Neil Walker. He certainly knew it right away.
Yeah, there's no reason to even watch that. Hit like that to the right field here at PNC Park. I mean, Neil even looked away right away. He knew as it was leaving the bat that he'd hit a home run. watching that replay. He might have knew that was a home run, no matter where we were playing.
He is the National League's leader among second basemen with 13 homers. Tweets about that home run. Falling across the bottom of your screen. That was his 800th hit of his career. Check swing. Roller Peavy late to cover, but he's going to get there.
Yeah, not the way they practice it in March, but it worked. How about that, Greg? He's played for 14 years. I doubt if he's ever covered the bag like this before.
Wow.
That little late on the break. Boom, got it. Now, if he doesn't get him there, Greg, does Thomason throw his hands in the air?
That would be great.
Say, where were you? Would you go the wrong way there?
Belt. Peavy, the tumble to get the out. Strikes out Charlie Morton, but a base hit by Jung Ho Kang and the home run by Neil Walker, his 13th of the year. Over the Roberto Clemente wall. 4-0 Pirates.
Presented by the authority of the Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Just a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, to look forward to Miller Time later in tonight's game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Charlie Morton has been stellar. 3 times he's retired the side in order. He gave up a leadoff hit in the second inning to Buster Posey, then got a double play. Walked Nori Aoki, got a ground out. Leadoff hit to Ryan Lawless. 2 outs later, a base hit by Matt Duffy. then struck out Brandon Belt. And he gave up a 1-out walk in the 5th and a pop-up back behind the plate off the bat of Brandon Crawford.
Just 77 pitches.
Trying to win his 8th game of the season. His 16th start, began the year on the disabled list.
Boy, think how far he is from where he was in spring training, especially there at the end of spring training.
We've said that a lot. That last start against the Phillies,
he was
an exhibition game,
totally lost.
It really made you wonder where his career was headed.
That pitch right there that just hit Crawford that last day of spring training, that would have been one of his closest to the plate. That's how it had gone away from him. He was able to get healthy, completely healthy, and get everything going again.
Faces Nori Aoki, who has walked and flied out. Foul ball. Charlie Morton, we've talked about how he has had some trouble early and at times late, but innings 2 through 6, opponents hit 188 against him. We're now in the 7th.
Well, Greg, here's the deal, and the graphic pretty much explains why it's this way. And Charlie knows it right now. As well as he's pitching right now, 3-hit shutout. He knows by allowing the leadoff hitter to get on that he, at any point from now on, could probably be 1 hitter away from leaving this ballgame.
With that in mind, the bullpen is up,
and the graphic is right there to explain why that's the case.
Wow. Nori Aoki striking out for only the 2nd time in his last 113 plate appearance. That's the 8th K for Charlie Morton, coming off a 9 strikeout performance.
Curveball hitting everybody. But this is how he's going to have to pitch this inning. It's going to have to be, you get the out. Everybody come up there. 1 out, get a double play ball, whatever. Got to get the outs.
Here's the rookie Kelby Tomlinson, who's bounced out twice. And a line drive into left field.
It's probably flip a coin 50-50 or whether he's going to stay in the ball game. And it looks like he will. Just saw Clint kind of put his foot back up on that step right in front of him, not the steps that go up to the field. Talking it over right now, making their contingency plans for whatever might happen. If Lawless gets on, don't you think, Ray? That's going to be a done deal, huh?
Done, yep.
Like I said, I thought it was 50-50 if he gave up another base run. He's not got the tying run on deck, so this is an inning where I'm sure the Giants right now are thinking, okay, we got to make a run now. No time to waste. Now's got to be the time. A couple guys on base.
He's not retired. Lawless, the rookie, has singled and walked against him. Just 4 hits. He's hit a man. He's walked a couple. Switch hitting infielder A-Ray Adrianza out on deck, and he falls behind Lawless 2-1. Yusmeiro Petit up in the bullpen for the Giants, and that'll be it for Peavy. Chopper, and they're just going to get one.
Walker on this ball not getting real greedy. He just made sure that he got an out on it. The luxury of that 4-run lead. And that's not what the Giants want. They don't want to. They don't want to trade outs just to gain 90 feet. They can't afford that now. They do something in a hurry. But that out also, by getting that out, you make sure that the tying run does not come to the plate yet. Remains in the on deck circle.
A little scouting report on the switch hitting infielder A-Ray Adrianza, who's batting .193 on the year, 154 as a left-handed hitter, 6 hits in 39 at bats. He's 2 for 10 as a pinch hitter. Missed by a lot, but doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Adrianza has 3 hits in his last 22 at bats. Morton nearing the end of this outing. Is it going to be a perfect 7 innings of work, or is it going to?
It's going to be perfect, Greg.
Yeah, he went. Strike.
Yeah, he went.
The home plate umpire needed help and got it. Tony Randazzo, the right fist of the fans, starting to anticipate this being Morton's last batter, and they're going to try and encourage him. Hit him.
Check. Did it go?
Wow. Looked like he swung at the pitch. It's going to be the bases loaded, and that's going to be the end of Morton's night. He hits Adrianza, but boy, it sure looked like he offered at that pitch.
He was going for the strikeout. He's hitting the back foot.
Charlie Morton will leave after 6 2/3 innings. Nice effort. Hits 2 in the inning, gives up the hit to Tomlinson. Big crowd on hand to give Charlie Morton a nice ovation. Charlie Morton had that nice ovation, and now he roots for Jared Hughes to get the final out. Madison Bumgarner will be on the hill tomorrow night against Jeff Locke. 60th appearance for Hughes.
Jared will be kind of doing similar things. He didn't have that curveball, but he'll be throwing the sinker, trying to get the ground balls.
Ball, 1 strike. Hughes came on in relief on Tuesday against the Diamondbacks. Faced 2 batters, gave up a hit and a walk. Bases loaded walk, in fact, to allow one of those inherited runners to score. Still done a great job in that department. Looks to strand all 3 here. One and 2 on Gregor Blanco. The bases loaded, a 4-0 ball game. How much as a starter are you rooting for that guy?
You're like, please get out of this inning. Just anything. Ground ball, strikeout, line drive at somebody.
Drive to right. Polanco is there.
Hey, you'll take it.
You said line drive at somebody?
Right there.
Charlie Morton will take it. 4-0. Here 4-0. Heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Pirates leading this ball game over the San Francisco Giants. Charlie Morton gets the congrats.
Nice game, Chuck. You know, he's had several nice games where it just seems like the last inning has kind of ruined it for him. But not tonight.
Smero Petit will take over for Jake Peavy.
Petit, 33 games, opponent batting average, mid-200s. Not the average mark.
4 runs, 7 hits against Peavy.
Let's get that run back. Oh, wait, no, there was no runs. What am I talking about? Nobody scored.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, I gave him 1 run for some reason. Look at that. He's trying to get it back anyway. Not foul ball.
Jared Hughes getting that last big out. Thanks to Inez Wilmer.
Yeah, Greg, with Polanco having the second half that he is having, despite the strikeout here, hopefully he'll continue for the rest of this month and through September. It definitely, you're going to hear all the media talk about best outfield in baseball again. That definitely is looking to be the case as long as you get this Polanco. Go with what Marte and McCutchen are doing now. And of course, the defense that they bring, the speed on the bases. Pirates are extremely fortunate to have an outfield like this.
Marte on cue, singles to right. He's on base for the 3rd time. A couple of hits and a hit by pitch. Time now for our Data Strong fan photo of the game, brought to you by T-Mobile. His family coming to their first Bucco game. Dan Kurtz and family.
With the parrot.
Parrot didn't get our cookies that Inez.
Those cookies were fabulous.
Fabulous.
Greg. Man, were they
again,
good.
Inez.
I hardly ever eat during the game, but I had to have one of those. I was very stealthy, though nobody could tell. Good looking cookies too, weren't they?
Pirate P.
Yeah.
Was Blas here? Did Blas
Got a chunk out of it, right?
Did Blas take a chunk
Look
out
at
of
that.
that?
Look at that. You know what that looks like?
What?
With the chunk missing?
Yeah.
It looks like the Death Star.
We'll have to Photoshop it over the Clemente Bridge. Cubs fans, young, old, in between.
Come in all sizes.
Comes up big and big crowds, national stage. .364 career hitter against Petit. .30 count. Sees a pitch here. He likes.
Oh, he definitely has a green light.
He'll be swinging. He likes it.
No reason to hit that one on a 3-0 count. That was right at the knees.
Full count. 2 fly balls to center and a fly out to right. His first drive to center field sent Gregor Blanco back to the wall. Thought about going and decided
Looked like
against it.
a pretty good jump. I didn't see any slip or anything.
Yeah, no slip.
Don't know why he didn't keep going. Just didn't feel it.
Yep.
Definitely looked like he was running there, a little flinch towards second. He may even have the must go sign right now with the full count.
Swing and a miss. And another stolen base. McCutchen down on strikes. And Marte has the second steal of the night, 24th of the season.
He didn't pop up off the bag there, did he? At this slide, Greg?
No.
I hope he didn't leave the tag on him, because I thought he came up high off the bag. Yep, he is in the air, but the tag did not stay on him. We've seen this happen a couple times this year where players have been out because they've come off the bag, and the infielders have went ahead and just leave the tag right there the whole time until they're done moving. Well, we've had this scenario a couple times tonight, haven't we? 2 outs. Marte at second, Ramos at the plate.
First inning, Ramirez doubled him home. Next time up in the 3rd inning, he had a 9-pitch at bat against Jake Peavy and walked. In the 5th inning, Marte was at first base, 2 outs, and Ramirez flied to right. Not a big fan of that last pitch that was called a strike.
Very borderline downstairs. But really playing him cheap out there in left field. I think
They are.
the deepest outfielder is, I would say the right fielder, Lawless. Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah.
But when you're down 4 runs late in the game, you got to gamble a little bit on defense. Figure just a single giving up 1 more run is just as bad as having a ball get over your head for extra bases in this case.
Well, Petit strikes out the side, gives up the hit to Marte and strands him. 4-0 Pirates. Series, Jeff Locke against Madison Bumgarner. Saturday at 3:30, Garrett Cole against the rookie Chris Heston. Sunday Night Baseball, Francisco Liriano probably facing Mike Leake on Sunday night.
Got the Photoshop out again, Greg. Look at that. Photoshopped a cookie hovering over the field.
Wow, that's really, I don't know that that's as good a job as Mr. Graham did.
The high technology nowadays that they have at their...
It almost looks like it's live.
You couldn't even tell that cookie really wasn't just floating over the field.
That's really good work. Thanks to George Lucas for taking time to do that for us.
That was more like a movie from the 30s.
Yes.
The cookie just on a string and a stick. Or the spaceship or whatever.
Top of the 8th inning. Matt Duffy, Brandon Belt, Buster Posey against Jared Hughes. Matt Cain has struggled a bit since his return from the disabled list. Knocked down by Alvarez. Tosses to Hughes.
Was that Hughes or Deion Sanders?
That was Deion, the high stepping Deion Sanders into the first base bag and across the goal line.
Nice job by Pedro keeping that ball in the infield. Here comes Jared. That's right. Knees up.
You root for everybody on this team. You really do.
Root extra for Jared.
You kind of do.
He's a one of a kind.
He is.
What a great individual.
A good human being. Ground ball. Oh, just past Walker. Brandon Belt has his first hit. th sellout of the season. 36,671.
Thursday night.
Pirates always play their best baseball in front of sellout crowds. They're 15-3 when they play in front of sellouts here at PNC Park. That was a no pitch. Time was called. Pirates had a club record 23 sellouts last year. They've got 19 already this season. Bunch of happy fans. First of the 4-game series. No 2 count on Posey. Posey's a .447 career hitter here at PNC Park. He's 1 for 3 tonight. 28-year-old native of Leesburg, Georgia. Rookie of the year in 2011. 2010, the MVP in 2011. And they get the out at second for the second out here in the 8th. Bucks and Giants tomorrow. Free Shirt Friday for his 20,000 fans. Get one of these t-shirts. Compliments of Allegheny Health Network. The fun starts on Federal Street during the Friday night block party. Presented by Barrel Automotive. Live entertainment, food, and you be sure to stop by the Leinenkugel Bar. For tickets, you can go to pirates.com/Free Shirt Friday. Madison Bumgarner tomorrow night against Jeff Locke. Brandon Crawford led off last inning and was hit by a pitch from Charlie Morton. He's bounced into a double play and flied to right. Fourth round pick out of UCLA, 2008. Line toward left. Marte again. Finding those lights, makes the catch.
Light's really messing with him tonight.
Great shots from the Allegheny Health Network Super Mo. A 4-0 Pirates lead going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Chung Ho Gong had 2 hits against Jake Peavy, including an RBI double in the 3rd. 36,671 here. Pirates looking to win their 18th ball game in their last 22 home sessions. They would go 42-19 overall at PNC Park. Gong, Walker, Alvarez against Yusmeiro Petit. Petit struck out 4 of the 5 batters he's faced.
Yeah, he's going to have a bucket of cold water on things here. Worked down upstairs. All 3 of the strikes above the belt.
Really struggled has Petit his last 14 outings. 14 runs in 25 innings. Walker's home run in the 6th with a man aboard made it 4-zip. Two and 2. Walker's also flied out. Had a one-hop shot to Brandon Belt at first and hit the home run. His 13th of the year, now with 49 runs batted in. Three and 2. Pedro Alvarez looking for another shot. 0 for 3 tonight. Pirates have 8 hits. Giants blanked on 5 hits. Another ball hit hard by Walker.
Well, he has really been on everything tonight. Impressive night with the bat.
Chris Sable look there.
Yeah. Got the red hat going.
Alvarez 0 for 3. That turned out to be a double play ball. Tony Watson coming on for the 9th. for the Giants against the Pirates lefty Jeff Locke. Coverage starts at 6:30. Pirates pregame presented by W.B. Mason here on Root Sports. Jeff Locke on the hill tomorrow. He is 6-7 on the year with a 4.31 ERA. His third career start against San Francisco. Three more outs to get. Sean Rodriguez takes over at first base. Tony Watson looking for the last three outs. Watson pitching for a third straight game.
It's one of the things, Greg, that you probably see more of is the importance of these games down the stretch. That some rules that you have, trying not to get guys in games 3 times in a row, stuff like that. You have to start bending them a little bit.
Watson's been pretty efficient. A 1-2-3 8th inning last night. But Morioka past the drawn in third baseman. Playing fantasy baseball, MLB.tv serves up real-time highlights and pitch tracking info on your out-of-market fantasy players live or on demand on over 400 devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Get MLB.tv today. There's Kelby Tomlinson. 7-game hitting streak now for the rookie. This is 14th game. Buccos team 3 outs away from going a season high 25 games over 500. Pirates have won 6 of 7, 10 of their last 13. The Hurdles Pirates 3 outs away from going 4-0 in the season series against the Giants. Tomlinson, the Oklahoma native, was a 12th round pick 4 years ago to Texas Tech. Playing now with Joe Panik on the shelf. And that should be a double play. Safe. They did everything right, but Tomlinson runs so fast on that line. Bang, bang play at first. Glenn Hurdle, as is always the case on any close play, will head up to the top step and wait for Dave Jouse.
Tomlinson, the right side. I'm really surprised he got down there that fast. Man, he can run.
Neil Walker reacts. Our Allegheny Health Network Super Mo. That was really, really close. Justin Maxwell will pinch hit.
Giants needing base runners. Not worried about anything, extra base hits, home runs, anything like that. They just need to get guys on base so they can Figure out some way to get the tying run to the plate.
Maxwell, who has really struggled, especially lately, has actually done a nice job as a pinch hitter. 333 on the year. Hitless in his last 11 at bats. Mr. Baseball Head is here. He's a special guest. One of the happiest baseballs you'll find. And a strikeout for Watson.
Beautifully placed fastball. Watson's so good with the command of being able to put the ball right where Cervelli wants. Hardly have to move the glove at all. Wanted it up and in on those hands. Of course, that's a favorite spot for Watson. He really that is his bread and butter, getting that ball in there on the right-handers.
Andrew Susac comes to the plate as everybody stands. 36,671. Backup catcher. Behind, 3 balls, no strikes. On deck, Gregor Blanco.
Not going to call on this one. Could have been a smidgen inside, but it was close enough.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that was a good strike there.
So one borderline strike, one was well in the strike zone.
This pitch number 5, that was the one that maybe there was question about.
Francisco Cervelli going to go out to talk to Tony Watson. We believed that Mark Melancon was okay to go tonight, checking in with Clint Hurdle, but they decided to stay away from Melancon, and Joaquin Soria gets up.
I think Soria might have been playing some catcher earlier this inning. There was a right-hander down there when Tony first started throwing. It was Wall earlier, I guess.
Josh Wall just getting in some work. Ball one a bit in. Blanco was 0 for 3 against Charlie Morton with a couple of strikeouts. He came to the plate against Jared Hughes after Morton was lifted. Bases loaded in the 7th inning, and he lined out. Ground ball, second base on the first. Raise the Jolly Roger. Bucks win again at home in front of a sellout crowd, and Neil Walker helps lead the offensive attack. And a shutout of the San Francisco Giants.
And again, the story for Morton is that curveball really looked sharp tonight with it. He just was able to dominate the San Francisco hitters almost the entire night, keeping them off balance. Of course, he always has the sinker, and that curveball really just totally messing the other hitters up, the opposition hitters, when he's got good control of it, when he can get it close to the strike zone. And a couple of times tonight you saw him bounce way into left-handers, but very few times was it missing by that much. And that, I think, is going to be something we really look every time he goes out there for. What kind of command does he have of that hook? If it's good, he's going to have a good night.
Cardinals again are off tonight, so the Pirates are 4.5 back of the first place club in the Central. They distance themselves a bit from the San Francisco Giants. The Pirates pitch their 11th shutout, and they hand the Giants offense its 11th shutout. 4-0 final, and we go back to Robin Teak.